Hey everyone, welcome to the 201 class, our final one, before we circle back and hit it again. So our next phase will be 301 classes, where we just dive into, and we'll run those through October, kind of even a little bit deeper dive, more tips and tricks on how to freaking master this business. So for the 201 class today, I wanted to go over how to lead rocking challenge groups. Chances are you're either putting your people into Self-Love Fit Club right now, or you opened up your own bod group, or you kind of have your own little private Facebook group. And I just want to teach you some fun tips and tricks so that you can hopefully avoid some of the pitfalls that I have found with challenge groups throughout my years. And you might run into them, you might not. So my biggest, I shouldn't say pitfall, that's not the right word, but my biggest challenge going into challenge groups was having enough engagement and not having it just be me posting in there and crickets, after a post, even if I ask for like a call to action, right? So I just want to let you know that it does take time to establish a great challenge group, but also I say start with the expectation at the beginning of the group. So say you're sending out your welcome packets or your welcome emails, or you're doing a welcome call with your new challengers and just going over the stuff they get in their box. You're talking to them, you're helping them to get started. One thing you might include in your new challenger packet or an email to them before they get started is the expectation for the group. The other place I've done this is in a video that I pin to the top of the Facebook or the bod group, so that right when somebody gets started in the group, that's the first thing they watch, and it sets the expectation of what I want them to do every day in the group, on top of what I expect them to do, but also what they can expect from me in the group. And that goes well for any business, right? When I work with a personal training client, I meet with them first and tell them, here's what I expect from you, and here's what you can expect from me. So don't be afraid to set the expectations each month. You can upload a new video, or especially if you're changing up the challenge each month, what you want them to do to be able to engage in the group. Because right now they know, okay, I'm going to work out, I'm going to drink a shake. What's that third piece? That community, that support. They're going to get that through the challenge group. And so encourage them and tell them, the more you check into the challenge group, the more you engage in here, the more successful you're going to be. We have so many clients that do, the ones who plug in, stay close to the fire, stay close to the community, do so much better, and they stay longer with their commitments and Shakeology and their workouts when they're part of that group and they're engaging in that group, okay? So let's go over the ABCs of challenge groups. A's are your action items and your questions that you ask in the group to get that engagement. B is being your best challenger, building value and FOMO in your groups. And C is commenting in the creativity piece. So let's go into A's first. A's are your action items. So when I start a challenge group, it would be so easy for me to just jump in there and post my workout each day and post my, clean meal each day. But that's boring. That doesn't get anybody to really comment on it, or I'm not asking my girls any questions. So I say give your challengers direction. Give them something to do each day. So this could be a morning post where you put together, a cool little post, and all of these things. If you want ideas, if you go to Beachbody Challenge Group Guides, if you just type that into Google, you will find a link for all the Beachbody programs, and they all have a guide tied to them. So if you're running a Lift 4 group, or a 2B Mindset group, or a 30-day breakaway group, there will be a challenge group guide for that plan, and it gives you ideas of things to post every morning, questions to ask. You can also swoop anything I've ever posted in Self-Love Fit Club. You can take that and put it into your challenge group, okay? So don't feel like you need to create all this new content. It's been done. Go through Self-Love Fit Club. You can swoop any of those months' posts anytime. So I have one post at the beginning of each day, and these pinned posts can say something like, hey, how's your day going? Rate your day from a scale of 1 to 10. Ask them in the post in the group that day to post, what workout did you do? And maybe they can comment in the comments below. What workout did you do today? What are you planning to do? And I like this one. Is there anything that your trainer said in the workout today that made you say, yep, or I agree, or mic drop, right? Because there's so many nuggets in there, and it'll get them to start tuning in to the workout too of, okay, how can I make my life better? Those trainers are awesome motivational speakers sometimes when you're doing the workout. And sometimes, you can ask them to quote something the trainer said. Other great things. What's one area of life, one area of focus that you'll nail today to help you stay on track? Is it their water? Is it their veggies? Is it, no sugar? Whatever their thing is, they can comment there. And then I always ask questions because I just do not like crickets in my group. So I want everybody engaging, but not just on workouts, not just on nutrition. I want my girls to all get to know each other because I find that, say, moms with babies, they all connect over the fact that they have babies, and then they become friends outside of the group, and maybe they meet up and go on walks, or maybe they're just friends from afar, right? They don't live in the same town, but they feel like I'm in a group of women who are similar to me. So in order to create that similarity, you got to be asking them questions outside of workouts and nutrition. So things like, all right, it's Friday night. What's everyone planning for date night tonight? Or maybe it's post, your favorite outfit to work out in. Maybe you ask questions in there. So you put like 2 different options for fun workout outfits. Which one would you guys choose? Ask about kids, ask about their fur family, ask them what they're doing, what their favorite movie is. Like, just fun engagement questions that get people posting can be a freaking blast. And something we've done in our groups is spirit weeks. Spirit weeks are so engaging, and you could set out a timeline just like when we were in school, right? So it was like pajama day Monday, twin Tuesday, you could do like Hawaiian Wednesday. And so for their workout, they could dress up in that thing. Maybe had crazy hair day. And they have to post a sweaty selfie of the spirit week. And then maybe at the end of the week, everybody who participates, or the biggest participator, most spirited, could get a little prize from you from the dollar bin at Target, right? Just something fun and cute that you could send them. Just ways to, or if I'm not the best at sending stuff. So I like to do point totals. So I have trackers that I put in Self Love Fit Club. You can use any of them in your groups. And at the end of the month, the person with the most points gets a prize. That way I'm not sending out prizes every week. It's just the winners at the end of the month. So for spirit weeks, I'll say the most spirited person gets an extra 5 points for their tracker this month. And so that's like a little boost that then maybe they can win at the end of the month. Okay. Fun posting challenges can create all the engagement. And maybe you throw into your tracker that people get a bonus point for going and loving on other people's posts in the group, or cheering on another woman in the group gets them a point that day. Commenting on another person's post gets them a point in that day. Reward the things, the actions that you want your challengers to be doing more of. If you want them drinking more water, make a reward for it. If you want them commenting on each other's posts, make a reward for it. See where I'm going with that? Okay, that's the A's. B's, be your best challenger. So my challenge groups that go the most stale, or back in the day, were the ones that I wasn't checking in every day. Wasn't putting my workout picture in there. I wasn't jumping in and doing a fun live video for them. Like today, we just did a grocery haul. Perfect time to just jump into your challenge group, do a live video, show your challengers what you got at the grocery store. It's a great way if you're a new coach to practice video and practice talking in front of a camera, practice things for your stories, practice going live, because it's just your challengers. It's a great audience to practice in front of. So show up and lead by example and be, like I said, your best challenger. So if you could dream up your ideal challenger. She comments all the time on people's posts. She posts all her workouts. She goes live and does fun videos with her kids, or of her grocery hauls, or her thought when she's going through Starbucks and she gets a healthier drink option and she goes in and shares that to the group. If you can think of your dream challenger, be that person in your group. Okay. Number 2 in the B section is just build value. So value, value, value. There is nothing as powerful of a sales tool for people to sign up with you and a challenge pack than to be in that challenge group. So creating FOMO on your stories, even of what's going on in your challenge group. This is the thing that they cannot find anywhere else. So they could go to Whole Foods and get a smoothie. They could go on YouTube and find a workout. They cannot find your group anywhere on the internet except with you. So they can't find it on a store shelf, right? So stuff that you're giving people each day, that FOMO to be in the group, to keep checking into the group, to want to be there. One, it keeps your girls keep checking in and staying in tune with all the fun stuff you're coming out with. But two, it creates FOMO when you show it, say on your Instagram stories, here's what I'm sending out for my meal plans this week to my girls. Don't show everything, just like a quick snippet to create that like, oh, that looks so fun. Or show Spirit Week, show a scroll of Spirit Week, or here's what's coming for Spirit Week. That creates that like, oh, I want to be a part of that. That sounds amazing. That's what we did for the 90-day challenge. Just talked it up. It's going to be so amazing. Last 90 days, best 90 days of the whole year. Here's everything you're going to get in the group. We have 100+ people participating in that group because we created the FOMO. You just want to be in there, right? So things you can share in there, recipes, meal plans, resources from even the Beachbody blog. They have incredible resources on there, or outside resources. A lot of my moms in my challenge groups a lot of the girls in my challenge groups are new moms. And so like yesterday, I traveled on an airplane with a baby. So maybe I could give tips on how to travel with a baby, eat well while on the airplane, what to pack, how to do it. Those are really valuable resources that would be so helpful to people in the group. And then number C, letter C, commenting. This is where you get to be the biggest cheerleader. And that is the role of the coach, is to be that cheerleader. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to have the certifications. You have to be the cheerleader. So going in, commenting on people's posts, nothing is more dull than if you go into a challenge group and you see all the challengers post their sweaty selfies and their coach is not the first one in there commenting, or at least in the comments somewhere commenting, good job, or you killed it, or how embarrassing is it? This happened to me. This is why I'm sharing it. Where your challengers will post a question and you don't go in there for a couple of days and you don't even see the question. Your other challengers have to answer the question, right? You're the coach. It's your group. Your people are posting in there. They want your feedback. They want your approval more than anything. That's why they signed up for you. They want you rooting them on, because that gives them this boost of like, oh my gosh, like Whitney saw my post today. She said I'm doing a great job. I'm going to keep doing the things. I like to make it a goal that every night I go into my challenge groups before my head hits, or as my head hits the pillow, before my eyes shut, that I need to comment on every single post that my challengers put into the group that day. Some comment, okay? Let's see, what else? Yeah, not just a heart or a thumbs up, but like make it a good comment. I'm so proud of you for waking up at early in the morning. I know how hard it is with that newborn baby. Like, way to freaking crush it, mama. And if you want to go one step further, maybe you DM that to them too. How cool would that be to get that from a coach of like, hey, I saw you today, show up. I bet you had every excuse in the book not to, and you still did it. I just want to commend you. I've texted that to my girls before. Guess what? They keep showing up in my challenge group. So I'm recognizing the things that I want them to do more of. And then number 2 is creativity. And this is where I think as dream builders, we freaking crush it. I think we have so many good ideas. That's why I love doing kind of village raises the child mentality, is that we have so many brilliant minds on this team. Why do we all have to run sometimes separate things? Let's come together, think of one killer idea, and then we can all use it. Or if it's something like the Final 90 and the tracker, I can create it. A couple of us coaches can create it, and you guys can use it in your groups, right? So creativity is king, because we know this business is simple. All you have to do is wake up, read a book, drink a shake, do a workout, cheer people on. Where it gets fun is the sprinkles that you add on to that like parfait, right? That cherry on top. So I think this is where creativity comes in. Um, bring your unique talents to your group. I had a coach, she was in finance as well, and one of her talents was how to save money. So she literally led a challenge group one month where the theme was, we're going to save $100 this month. And guess what? When all those challengers saved $100, that was $100 that then basically their bag of Shakeology was paid for the next month, because she gave them budgeting ideas. Maybe you are an awesome like restoration home person. Like I'm sitting here in Sarah's dining room, and she's so good at like recrafting stuff. So maybe she could run a fun challenge group on, workouts, home stuff, home decor. She's going to attract other women who like that kind of stuff. And I feel like her like lifting and sanding and doing this table, like that's super active things that she could show in her challenge group. But it also just brings like such a cool, you get to know the coach, you get to know your challengers. Maybe you have a fun, like everybody picks a project. We did a vision board party in Self-Love Fit Club this past week. Telling the girls, teaching them how to dream big, how to think big. Bonus pro tip. If you can create something in your challenge group where you get your coaches or your challengers doing the activities that a coach would do, it's going to make it really easy to then convert your challengers into coaches. So for instance, personal development. I love it. And so now I can have my challengers do it. We can talk about it. We did a book club last month. And now they're doing literally everything. They're doing the workout, they're drinking the shake, they're doing the PD, they're recognizing people in the group. They are doing the activities of a coach, they're just not getting paid for it. So you can sure as heck bet that invite that I send them that says, hey, you would freaking crush this. Do you want to talk about coaching? Because I think you'd be amazing at it. That is going to be such an easy invite to send. And I can tell them you're doing everything we do. Easy peasy. And now you might have a lifelong coach with you, okay? All right, so where was I with creativity? Oh, fun virtual workouts that you can do through Zoom. You can run contests. Like I said, the trackers, themed weeks, spirit weeks. What's something new and different that you can bring to a group? And a lot of times I'll just Google something. So I'll do like fall into fitness group. I'll put that into Google and I'll look through images. I'll look through Google articles of things other people out in the world. This isn't like just limited to Beachbody coaches. It's like, what has anybody in the world ever done for a fall into fitness group? And I'll get some ideas from the internet. Pinterest can be a brilliant idea for this. So maybe your thing is you love cooking vegetarian meals, right? Maybe you could do like a Meatless Monday thing in your groups, and you could always show fun recipes that you and the kids are creating in the kitchen. A couple coaches did a group called Take Back the Kitchen, and it was all about, the whole group was tied around families getting into the kitchen together, cooking clean together, and the couple who ran it, they would show themselves making fun dinner recipes, dessert recipes, smoothies in the kitchen with the kids, and the kids were participating. So the sky is the limit. This is where the business gets fun, and you get to add your flair to it. And your unique flair is the thing that's going to propel you into crazy success in this business. I would say creative, like be as creative as possible, because the chances are your followers, your potential clients follow maybe a lot of other coaches. So they see the same stuff every day, right? The same blah, blah, blah. But as soon as you come in and like, I'm leading a fun challenge group, and we're going to have dance-off videos with our Energize, and we're going to have, mom swap nights, and we're going to have dream board parties. Hello, I'm in. Sign me up. I'm signing up for all those things. The workouts and the meal plans, this is like freebie bonuses. I would pay $160 just to be in a group where we vision board party, did, wrap part, like exchange videos of our Energize and all the fun things. I want the community. I would pay for that. That is why people pay for moms groups. That is why people pay for babies groups. They want community. So make your community freaking awesome. Make your job as a coach is to build the bonfire, because people are going to come to the bonfire if it's freaking epic. You've seen the bonfires on the beach where they're dancing and they're drinking and they're eating good food and they're laughing and they're rolling around and you're like, that looks fun. Create the bonfire, create the event, and then tell people how epic it's going to be and keep people coming to the bonfire. Keep them surrounded in the bonfire because of all the epic stuff coming out of the bonfire, okay? So that is the ABCs of leading kick-ass challenge groups. Now, your mission is to go out and think of, what do I want to run for October, November, or December? If you're doing the final 90, what can you add in for November? And if you're doing it in Self-Love Fit Club and all your girls are in Self-Love Fit Club, message me. Hey, Whit, let's do this for November. What if we tied something like this in? I'm so open to any ideas. You guys have the best ideas. So feel free to send them to me. We can incorporate them into the tracker, take some things out, add new things in. We got to keep it spicy. Let's keep that bonfire raging. Or if you're running your own group and you're like, this is freaking awesome. I was talking to Rachel the other day and she's like, I would love all my girls who come into the group have some unique talent, all of her challengers. I'm like, what if you did one challenger that you highlighted each week? And she, you know, you got on a call with her, like a Zoom, and you recorded it, and you asked her things about that specific thing that she's really good at. Maybe it's self-defense. Maybe with her girls, it's like self-defense, or some of them have like mindset, some of them have yoga, some of them are like nutritionists. So that is just one unique thing where she can highlight a challenger, that challenger's incredible talents, accolades, and now she's creating community and all her girls are getting to know that person she just highlighted. Guess what's going to happen in her news feed of that group? They're all going to comment on each other. They're all going to feel like they know each other. That brings one, a crazy amount of value, but two, a crazy community. And that is what we want. So get working, get some creativity flowing, get in a good headspace, and let's create some kick-ass challenge groups together, especially for the last 90 days, but even more so into 2021. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.